Hello everybody and welcome to part 16 of Assaltya. I'm just going to get the ball rolling here because we have lots of units to mobilize. And, well, I just saw this turn orange. I'm assuming that's down here. Yep. Okay, we might buy them as an ally. Take the ally from him when it comes time to attack. So I don't think we're going to do that. Which is going to suck because there's going to be this orange here that I'm going to feel like I'm missing something. Alright, let me write down southwest of Tikal. Before this prompt, the only barb camp we had was east of Seoul. So let's see here. Our death squad is up here. Let's see. 2 turns until the crossbow comes out. He's already going to be on the road, and he's not upgraded yet. So I'll tell you what, we'll let him go deal with that. And he'll come over. Oh, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. We need to be moving the boats first. So let me finish this up. Ulundi does like that. It looked like it pulled out of the market. It didn't occur to me, although once the golden age is over, that might change. It didn't occur to me that stuff like pulling out of market means more food, means growth. Growth we don't necessarily want to happen. Alright, so let's see. 1, 2, we're not expecting to get anything more out of that. 4, okay, end of the line. Hill, mountain hill, there's nothing to see that we don't already see. So let's start heading back with that one. This boat here, let's see, 1, 2, we can go wide. 3, here's a corridor. No, don't see anything more. 5, okay. Alright, look at that. So looks like 1 city, 2 city, 3 city, 4, and this is coast. Not that that necessarily means the city's on a coastal tile. He's here to do some scouting. He's just a lone long swordsman, shouldn't scare them. We can land the Great General just to be with him in case we want to split up. Also want to land the worker. This is no risk as far as I'm concerned. We can get some visibility like here, for example, maybe hop back in the water over here or something without spooking him. That's a tough call because we don't know that this is coastal yet. We have a lot of units though. Alright. Well, let's just do what we can, I guess. Don't want to be seen though. Alright, these guys hop in the water like so. He'll start heading over. Workers as well. Let's see here. Siege towers are important. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can come here. He can come here. And then that's it for this turn. And then we have another pair that can jump in similarly. Let's see. He can go all the way to there, which is good. And then, alright, so something like that. He can hop in the water here and here. This is the worker that's going to stay and work on Venice. And I was just talking about giving the AI, you know, more food to work with, pulling out of the market. This city's already going to grow. So I'm thinking maybe... Oh no, that's right. We were coming here to finish this up, weren't we? Okay, I remember now. I knew there was one that we were piling on. Anyways, moving along. This is going to be the new human monument. We want this guy jumping in the water because he's the most promoted. It's nice how machinery's allowing this to happen. We're going to go ahead and do a chop here. It's just a turn until we get a new. So we'll do that. This is the one who's going to war, so we'll do that. And then he can resume. There's human monument there. Let's see, he's coming up to do that. Palanque likes the trading post. Tell you what, his main job was basically to develop Nineveh, so let's just continue to do that, like here and here. This guy is the last going to war. We know that because this guy got displaced. So what I should probably do is name these guys. Death Squad. Melee, not so much because we're going to be interchanging them. But we can call them Home, I guess, right? Whether that means Death Squad or Human Monument. HM, Human Monument, Home. Alert. Okay, that is everything. Alright, so we're going to come down here and see what we can see, if anything. Hey, that city-state got in our way. Boo. Boo. Alright. Borders of Tikal have grown. Alright, that's good. I also see Tikal grows in one, so we can go ahead and address that. Although, I guess we take this tile, like this. Okay. Tikal demands sugar. Assur demands sugar. We found some sugar. It's over here. I just can't imagine settling it for any reason. Oh, you know what? That hill seems pretty juicy. In case it's like got coal or whatever. So I'll have this guy come up and do that instead. Or wait, no, we have a guy in Seoul, don't we? We do. Kind of like developing these though. Alright, we'll have him come up. Got a guy finishing here. Let's see, Venice. Return until growth. Ooh, it actually pulled off of the stone tile for that. Well, it grows in 3 anyways. Oh, and then speaking of which, in 3 we plan on annexing the city. So I'll tell you what, we'll have the worker come up and do this hill up next. Anyways, let's definitely move with boats first. This one's easy because he's not actually going to reveal anything. But this one, let's take a look here. 1, 2. Hey, that's coastal. Strength of 16 only. 3, 4, probably 5, huh? So it looks like this is the place to be. In keeping with scouting, let's do this. Okay. Knights! He has a knight. That means he has chivalry. That's a tech we don't have. Yep, not only is it a tech we don't have, but it's one we're not going for. My current plan is gunpowder and a navigation. Sweet. Okay. Let's see here. So let us just move him here. He takes 2 turns to get up on this hill, so let's come up on this hill just to get a little extra visibility here. Alright, so we want these guys to start heading over to the other side, and that includes this siege tower. Siege towers are not necessarily top priority, but we do need to make sure we're moving them. I don't know if necessarily first, but accounting for them. Alright, so he's moving ahead. Oh. What did I do here? Let's see. He hops in the water here. He can jump in here. He jumps in here. He's the human mind. Okay. For a second there, I thought I screwed myself. Alright. And then these guys can do a similar thing here and here, like we were doing before. Alright. That leaves the workers. We already have one down here acting as a scout, so I guess we should have the other ones kind of come over here. They can land with the unit. You know, for that reason alone, maybe I should have split them up. Okay, no big deal. We'll go on to the next trading post there. Yep. What are we building? Lighthouse is finished here. Nice. So, let us get on to the university. Yeah. Okay. And we can have him start heading over towards Nimrod to start developing some stuff there. All right, he'll be able to upgrade next turn. He's heading over. Is he joining the war? Really? How many long swordsmen do we have? One has landed. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this would be 5. Yeah, that seems right. That seems right. Coming in strong. Okay. Oh, and then he's the last of the ranged. Okay. How many range does that make? Maybe I should have looked into that before I moved him. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's 4. That's right. That's right. I know we just named the death squad, but I just want to make sure I didn't actually make a mistake. Alright, so we're done here. That's pretty inspiring that he's got knights. I mean, it's going to suck on our fighting, but hey, that's a settler. That is a settler. Alright, what's going on? Ooh, lots of great people. Dang you, Halicarnassus. Alright. So, this guy's heading over just as we finished the lighthouse. Ain't that something? That's exactly what we were waiting for. That is some good timing. Yes, sir. Okay, we'll do that there. Born, so he's going to be DS as well. So we're just going to have him head on down to this camp here. I'll tell you what. Alright, so moving here, we know that this guy leads this guy by 2 turns. So what if we have this guy also, well, he's going to be called home. All the ones at home are. We'll move him as well. And then what we can do is he can move into the city right now. Next turn, he'll move here. We'll upgrade him. And then he can become the human monument while this guy heads off to the east of Seoul. Alright, we'll do this.
Fools have a habit of believing that.
And see where it went. It actually says when you hover over it. Like in this case, it looks like it went here. It would have said amphitheater and a sewer. Let's send it over to Seoul. This is a mistake that was made earlier. We didn't populate Seoul with the writing when we bought our triremes. So that's on me if you're playing Assyria, if you're doing anything unit related. It feels bad too because with the little dance we did earlier in the game. Seems like a terrible loss. Okay, we'll go into garden here and then in observatory. Watermill, garden, and observatory all contribute to our science. This is the most immediate, which means it comes with the opportunity cost, whereas this needs to tick. This needs to tick. This produces a hammer, which is why I went for it first, because it can help build this a little quicker, grow us to get, you know, more hammers. So that's why I chose that way. Alright. Moving along, let's do a swordsman. The problem here is I don't want to produce too many military. We have this ally that's going to be feeding us units. We know we're about to get chivalry, or not about to, but when we capture a city, we're going to get chivalry, probably. So I don't know if that means we stop getting elephants, or we just immediately can upgrade them to knights. I don't know. But the point being is that we're going to continue to be getting units. And once we're done here, it's only 4 cities. We already know we're bringing, what, 5 melee, 4 ranged pikemen, an elephant. So we have a lot of units here, and once the war is over, to relax those units across all this land, we don't need that much. So, on the other hand, we do need something fighting at home so that barbarians can't invade. So we're going to have some kind of a balance. I guess we'll just see as we go. Anyways, new turn, so let's move our boats first. This settler is interesting to see, because I was mentioning that when they fall behind in science, they tend to start dropping cities everywhere. And if he's going to drop the city anywhere along the coast, it would be much easier to just attack that. I mean, we're here, than to go around to the east. So, what that means, I guess, is that we don't want to be seen. We don't need to have eyes here, and in fact, if we're going to attack over here, we want this boat coming back. We want the boats working together. In fact, they've done their scouting job. Oh, wait, no. They're not done then with the scouting job. Okay, I'm glad I said that. 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's about as far as we could go. We could maybe get some more down here, but it's not going to lead to anything. Okay. So now we need to get them together so that they can work together. If he does plan a coastal city over here, this one might not get there in time, but by the time it's ready to attack this, maybe they act on it. Or maybe our job is done here. That's kind of what I was getting at before. They've done their job here. Maybe they should set to the open waters. It does look like the Incas are isolated, so if we were to meet other people, I don't think that would affect anything here. And, in fact, it might give us something to do with all the military overflow that I was just talking about. So I think that might be a good reason to try and get something like that going. But for now, it does look like over here is our best attack point, which means we would want to buy Tyr, not Milan. So let us... We have no idea where he's going to settle yet, though, so we're just going to have to start moving down like this, I guess. It really sucks that if we do come down here, there's no melee down here. So we'll definitely have him come to here, I guess. Oh, whoops. I should not have come there. He should have gone. That's okay. That's okay. These guys can attack from the water, and their sapper will also radiate from the water. So I'll tell you what, let's have the Great General hop in the water, because we need him to be maneuverable over here, maybe, or up here. Whatever it is, we don't want him intruding. We don't want anything to stop. Wherever he's going with this, we want him to drop it. So we can come to here. That way we can come up here, whatever, still see here, because we could jump in the water. Alright, so let's see here. Go like this, 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 this. He's coming down, and he's coming down. That's everybody, finally. So yeah, one worker. Yeah. There's no point in dangling the other worker on the other side. Let's just have them stick together, I guess. Okay, he was coming up to the hill. He is heading over to... Okay. I kind of wanted that dude. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Okay, hopping up on the hill. You are human monument. Okay, so that's everything there. Alright, so let's keep an eye on things. Where is that settler going? Nice. Nice. And he's bringing some units, which means if we can take the city right away.
Measure what is measurable.
Alright.
And make measurable.
Physics is here. And what that means is that we have a catapult up here. These are death squads type. So let's see. Land here. Oh, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Well, no, because I want to... Ooh, new unit from Hanoi. That's perfect. That is perfect. Okay. So now we can actually have this guy travel all but one hex and upgrade. He can be the human monument placeholder. He can come over. We do have melee here. So what we can do is once he comes in, have the elephant come over, relieve him, and then we have a mate. In fact, let's just name him Home as well. Alright, so we're doing a little bit of bumping and sliding, which is exactly what we'd want. Haven't had a fresh prompt, so there's nowhere else for it to go. Kathmandu on Singapore, poor Boyd. Okay, so anyways, I was trying to address the fact that we just got physics, so we need to upgrade him, but that means we need to get him off of this tile. So let's see, this to here to here. We can see and shoot, which is good. He comes here, here, blocks. Nice, works out. Okay, this one we will upgrade to a trebuchet, but obviously the siege towers we will not. Alright, so it says 6 turns to go there. Very nice. He's getting up on the hill. Oh yeah, boats first, boats first. Although, I don't know that we necessarily need to do boats first at this point. Let's go as wide as we can, try and cut away some of this cloud. Because basically his job right now, it looks like, is going to be to clear Milan. So that if he's got boats or ranged, we can escape out of harm's way. So that would be this diagonal. So, yeah. Alright. So 1 and then cut over. That way we get maximum visibility. Okay. So, let us hope that he... Oh, you know what? We have to remember the fact that they're Inca. I was just thinking that this is the only place he could step and land, which we really don't want him to land here because there's only one access point from the water. He could come up on the hill and land. Other than that, any of these other tiles would take him more than 1 turn. So these are the 3 tiles he could step and plant. Of those 3, I think this is most likely because it's, you know, the most strategically advantageous. So we need this siege tower to come here. Let me think. If he did land here, 3, 2, 1, 0, he could go all the way down to here, but wouldn't need to because we don't need to make the room. Okay, so we can bring him here. He could actually land here. Bring him down. Hang on. If he landed here, 1, 2, 3, it would have to be here. So even though he could see us once he moves there, we don't really have much of a choice with that. And as far as the other siege tower here, melee. Tell you what, both of these tiles are occupied, so let's do this just to peek at that hex, and then back. Great General needs to come down as far as possible. I should have looked at that first. But if he does move here, my problem is that if he steps here and lands, our units get pushed back, and then everything gets shuffled in a way that we might not agree with. So he can come to here, I guess. Melee. Let's lead with melee wherever possible. We should have somebody land here, but I guess it's too late for that. Would have been nice to have one, like just as a placeholder, have one of the workers land there. Because if we're allies with him, then we can land all up this coast, which is probably beneficial. So something like this, I guess. And then the workers don't matter. Yeah, the workers truly don't matter. Okay, something like that, and we'll have the boat nearby. Let's see. Worst case scenario, he settles here, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We can move as far as there. Alright, I don't know that it matters, but okay. I don't know if that was the best placement, but at this point, what are you going to do, really? Alright. So, yeah, we have more units to move. Second Great General. Jump in the water. Isn't that a Peter Gabriel song? Seem to remember from like an episode of Beavis and Butthead. Jump in the water. Yep, alright, cool. Good to go. Let's find out what he does here. City is down. City is down. Okay. And it looks like Tier did not move a unit there, so that we can land there. Okay, so it looks like this is the turn. And I'll tell you something else. Let's move this guy here. Because if we declare war first, we get zone of control here. Now we can just steal his missionary. Okay. I think it's go time. Nineveh has grown. Alright. Go to there. Circus Maximus is finished. So, Venice must have grown without notifying us. What does it cost to annex the city? 6. And we know when we declare war, we're going to lose 4 because we're going to lose truffles. So we're talking about costing 10 right now. But if we upgrade, if we grab tier, we'll get the friend benefit being happiness as well as the porcelain. So that's got to be at least 7. That's at least enough to absorb this city. Oh, man. Okay. So I'm kind of thinking maybe let Venice go. That puts more of a strain on Seoul in the event that we need to produce more navy. But let's take a look here. Seoul's pretty much caught up. Obviously, once the university is done, we're going to want stoneworks, amplify our hammers, maybe a courthouse, but then we can start. Because we actually have to wait until we get to navigation anyways. In fact, we could bridge the gap by producing another caravel even, right? Like stoneworks. As long as happiness is not a problem, I mean, there's no point in the courthouse. I don't want to go bonkers on military, though, by having a third spy, because everything out to the east now, it's no longer just those 2 comfy bands we had before. It's more like 4 bands. So we don't necessarily need to cover every last square inch, but plus our boats are down here. If we launched another one from here, it would have like more of a straight shot in the north, and the 2 that are here could go like in the south and like central, like a 3-zone coverage. That's not a bad plan. So let's plan on university into stoneworks into caravel. Let me know what you guys think about that. Anyways, it's main event time. So let's see here. Circus Maximus is finished. Let's get an amphitheater up, and then maybe like the mint. Oh wait, no. We just got physics. Gotta try for Notre Dame. Gotta try for Notre Dame. We got scooped on Renaissance, and Inca beat us to chivalry. So we have every reason to suspect that we're not going to get it like other people have probably gotten here. But you gotta try. We were just talking about how happiness is kind of strained a little bit. We gotta try. I mean, worst case scenario, we fail, we get gold back, you know, because we're about to spend all of our gold bringing tier into the fold. We gotta try. Gotta try. That's the whole point of the city. In fact, you know what? We could even go so far as to say, like, it says 11 turns there. 10. 10 still? Really? If we did something like that. 9. There you go. Okay. Anything, right? Anything, we gotta try. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Huh. Okay. Not gonna be able to reduce it beyond 9, but still, that's great. Okay. Do what we can to try. And yes, I just said try like 100 times. Okay, we said this guy was coming out 1 hex, and now it's gonna really matter because they are about to be at war with us, which is sad. We didn't even get a chance to tribute them. Let's try. Nope. Dang. So many units so close, too. Okay, so the first thing to do is actually... oh, whoops. Let's see. They are ahead 104. That was the magic number, wasn't it? Sure enough, 105. We beat them by 1 point. So we spend as little as possible. There we go. They're our ally. So now we declare war on Pachacuti. Yeah, we lose a bit of gold per turn, but what are you going to do? We're also about to lose our golden age, so we're about to lose even more gold per turn, which is unfortunate. But alright, so he can land here. That's free. Now the city. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we know that's happening. So let's move them into position and make sure the Great General... Tell you what, the Great General, he can just land right here. Or here? Yeah, here, because that protects them as well. Okay. So, ranged. Can land here. I see that we've got this melee here. Let's land him. Land him. Land him. Land him. Land him. Alright. So, let's see. Let's get the workers into positions that we can dangle them. In case that's what we decide on doing. Alright. This looks pretty good. Don't know what we would do with this worker, though. I guess dangle him here. We have 2 long swordsmen, 2 ranged that could reach her, 3 ranged. Yeah. Anybody that touches this worker is a dead man for free and would be outside of this bombard, which is something we're going to have to keep checking back in with. So that leaves this guy kind of floating here. I'll tell you what, let's plan on landing him somewhere down here, because we're going to have this into our borders. We just upgrade him to a knight, right? Because his current strength is 8. 8? Is it really that bad? And a knight is 20. So I think that makes up for the scary thingy. Plus he still has the medic promotion. So let's bring him down here. We don't want to bring any embarked unit within... Well, yeah, we do, because the siege towers are embarked. And if we could draw fire from them, all the better. Alright, so we come down. Here at General. Down. And there we go. Okay. So we can attack with these 2 and possibly him. Let's see what we got here. One of these... We have 2 amphibious. Unfortunately, one doesn't get to attack this turn. So we're looking at doing 58, 49, so that's over 100. And then this is looking to do 31. But we take almost as much back. And we don't know if these ranged will be able to work on this. But we do know that that's only going to do 58. Wow. Oh, because he's amphibious. Okay, I was going to say, like, why would he do as much as that one? That makes total sense. Alright, so we're looking at over 100 at heals. And then, like, 150 the following turn. It's probably enough to topple this. Unless he buys, like, walls or something. I don't know that we need to budget these shooters for this tile. I don't know if he'd be stupid enough to take this worker. In fact, he's only got 1 unit that can. So, I don't know if we should damage the boat. In fact, this might be a good time to get these boats to go together. Maybe we should have had this guy head east. Start scouting away. Probably. Probably. I didn't think that through. Okay. Well, no, I'll tell you what. Since this city, the 3rd caravel I was just talking about, won't be produced for a while, maybe we have this guy head up north somewhat. Or, you know, if he's the central band. The central band would be the most important, too, because it's most likely to find something. Okay, so the fact that this one comes around to be like the lower band, that's fine. Alright. So we'll just have him bugger off. And then we'll just go hit like this. There we go. Look at that city falling. Yeah. There's no way we don't take this next turn. So, and that means chivalry. Unless he's got another one that we could use, but what else could it be, right? He's not Renaissance yet. Yeah, he's not Renaissance, and he does have chivalry, so it will have to be chivalry. Alright, we know this guy is coming out to sub out Soul. And before I moved him to his fullest extent, I should have made sure he didn't get in the way of this guy, but clearly he doesn't. Alright. Come here. Is this enough? It's at 10 pop, so I'm not sure. Oh, yes. 6 followers. Very nice. Alright. So we lose the hammers in the water. That's unfortunate, but now we gain the money, the ability to buy mosques. Alright. And there we go. Alright, we are past the half-hour mark, so as much as I'd love to be able to just show you guys the capture of the city right this second, I've already started making minor mistakes here and there. We got a really strong showing. I'll say this right now, like, I'm not a Star Wars fan, but I seem to remember seeing footage of, like, all these ships, like, coming out of hyperspace all at once. And that's kind of like what we did here. It's just like he went from not even knowing we were here to BAM! Full army. So, real exciting. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. Let me know your thoughts below, please. Any sort of insight would be helpful. Also, please leave me a like and subscribe if you haven't already, if you feel that I've earned it. And I will see you guys in the next part. Take care.